Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm your captain, guide, and friend, Dalton Rutlinger. Welcome back to Sailwind, Scrambled Seas. In the previous video, we came here to Mirage Mountain with the Zhong, and in this episode, we're going to return back to Gold Rock City, because I actually have a very time-sensitive mission I need to do. And unfortunately, I couldn't really get any, trade goods, so we need to go back to Gold Rock City and try and find something else to get our hands on as far as trade goods go. And tell you what, I'm actually going to do this. Can't really see what way the wind is blowing at the moment, but if there is any wind, there might not be any wind. So I've made a few changes with my configuration and with OBS. Hopefully the clickety-clackety of the keyboard it should hopefully be gone now. I don't think... Yeah, OBS isn't really picking it up anymore. You might be able to hear like a faint tapping of it, but I think for the most part it's pretty much gone. That's not the right thing. Alright, so... I thought about doing this off-screen and just joining you guys back at Gold Rock City, but I figured, you know what, I should probably just go ahead and show me leaving this area in the Zhong. Of course, I have no, propulsion here, so I'm not really going to be able to turn very well, if at all. Fun. You know what? I'm actually going to run downstairs and grab... That was the wrong thing. I couldn't remember which one was which. So that was a mistake on my part. Now, let's just jump down here. Give her a nice little push. If you can hear anything in the background, what you're probably hearing is my washing machine. I'm currently doing a load of laundry. And I forgot to close the door behind me. Eh, well. It'll be a good test for OBS to make sure nothing really picks up on the video. Now, if only the wind would start blowing, that would be good. Wait, did it just start blowing? Looks like it might have actually started blowing. As far as I can tell, we're not hot on anything, so we should start moving here before too long. Or you would think, anyway. Maybe I should lower down. Yeah, there we go. Now we're starting to move a little bit. Or we were. Oh, here we go. We keep starting to move, and then we keep stopping. I'm starting to wonder if we actually are dragging our belly. Oh, yeah, actually, we kind of are. This area is not very friendly for the Zhang, it seems. Oop. Jeez. Yeah, I doubt I ever bother coming here with this thing again. But it hasn't been too bad. It's not nearly as bad as I was expecting. Okay, let's go ahead and reel this thing back up. We are still moving. Very good. Very good. I'm not entirely sure if this place actually needed its own map, but it is what it is, I suppose. Should probably actually go ahead and release the other gaff sails, just to kind of speed things up a bit here. Let's see, if memory serves right, this one is actually... Yeah, there we go. It's not the biggest sail in the world, but it should be more than enough to get us through here. Same thing with this thing. I don't think we're going to deliver this time-sensitive cargo that I've got on board on time, based on how slowly we're moving here, but we're definitely going to give it a shot. It feels like we're definitely picking up speed now. Let's see. We're here. Yeah, so we're about here-ish on the map. We still have a ways to go. Not sure if I need that on at the moment. Right. So yeah, the wind is blowing from directly down this channel, which is not ideal. I don't have the room really required to really, like, zigzag my way up here. Come on, you can do it, girl. I have faith in you. I think this might be a case if I just have to get out and push. I don't think there's really any getting around that. Yeah, no, because the wind is just blowing from such a terrible angle here. Alright, so get out and push it is, basically. Honestly, this really isn't that bad. This would be a much bigger pain in the butt with the brig, I think, just because the brig's turning circle is just so horrendously wide. Uh-oh. We might be able to catch some wind here. Unless the wind just outright stopped blowing. That's a definite possibility here. I don't know what mod made it to where the wind doesn't blow a lot of the time, but that mod might need to be uninstalled because it was kind of fun at first, but it's honestly, it happens so frequently that it's getting more annoying than it is challenging. Yeah, the wind just outright stopped blowing. Oh, crap, there's land right there. Okay, let's push the bow out this way. We keep getting closer to land than I really care to be. Just no wind. There's just no easy way of turning this thing. Oh. No, it's still... Now for a minute, it kind of looked like maybe the wind had picked up again, but no, it did not. Okay, well, at bare minimum, I can at least say I've been to Mirage Mountain, and we don't need to come back here. And I came here in the Zhang, so... Is the sun starting to come up? Definitely seems like it's getting brighter out here. Come on. I don't have time for this nonsense. I got places to be, things to do, people to see. Oh, no. Let me on. Oh, my God. Okay, there we go. Now I'm finally back on the ship. Still no wind. It's getting kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. The exit is just right up there, but... Bare minimum, the sun is coming up, but I'm gonna have to drink another one of those energy elixirs. There. Come on, wind! It's been a pretty long time since you were blowing. This charade has definitely outstayed its welcome. And then, of course, we run aground because, of course, we do. Ooh. I actually might have made a mistake going down here. Well, to be fair, I made a mistake coming to this island in the first place. I think the wind is blowing, but naturally it's blowing in my face as I'm trying to leave this place. And there's just nothing I can really do about it. Oh, this is gonna be some seriously tight maneuvering through here. I was really hoping this would be more of a grandiose sort of adventure, but it's been pretty lame so far. And we can't move because this side of the ship is up against the sandbank over here. Yeah, no, definitely not bringing the sand, not the sandbuck, the jong through here again. I should be able to make this. Should. Maybe I need to do something like this. Come on. There we go. Now we're getting places. Just in time for the wind to stop again. Once we get out to the open sea, I'll feel a lot better. We keep getting stuck. There are so many shallow areas and narrow areas and... Because in real life, if your boat ran aground like this, you were probably screwed. Game saving. Of course, real life, if the wind wasn't blowing in your favor, you were completely screwed. Just like it's doing to me now, but I'm almost out. I am almost out into the ocean. We are slowly but surely getting there. Oh, for crying out loud. Alright, so we're heading back to Gold Rock City, which is directly west. Which is, of course, the way that we're facing right now. Wind, please just cooperate. I don't think I'm asking for that much. Oh, for crying out loud. Great, now this entire area is just going to be just straight up too shallow, isn't it? Come on. Don't do this to me, game, please. Please. I am outright begging you not to do this to me. If I go over here, I might be able to clear a bit more room. If I can go over here. Okay, Raw Lion, my guy, seriously, you need to put a go back to main menu option in the game. I should not have to get out of the game. Okay, that was weird. OBS wasn't recording the game the first split second, but yeah, I shouldn't have to get out of the game completely to want to come back to the main menu. It's very frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's try this again. This time I know not to take a left here. We're gonna be sticking to the right channel. And we actually have wind here. Yeah, if you go to the left here with the Jong, be aware that you will run aground. Like, and there's no way of getting out of it. I tried for like 15 minutes or so just trying to get out into the ocean by going through that channel, and yeah, no, it wasn't happening. You definitely have to go this way with this thing. You might could do it if your hull wasn't as full as mine. I do have quite a bit of stuff on board my ship, but I doubt you'd have any better of an outcome. Okay, well, at least now I know with the capital ships to stay away from there. Or, excuse me, I'm not supposed to say capital ships whenever it comes to these bigger ships. It's just big ships. Right, so yeah, we want to go through that man-made channel. It's going to be a very tight angle, though. I honestly don't want to imagine this with the brig. Is the big advantage with this thing is like it at least turns. The brig has the turning radius of a train. All right, let's... I think we should be fine here. Let's turn this thing. Ooh. Let's give her a helping hand. I don't think she's going to make it on her own. No, she wasn't gonna make it on her own. There's just no way. Yeah, come on. Don't need that on anymore. I maybe just kind of reach down and... Now what? Game, I don't have time for this. Oh my god. Yeah, no. I'm never coming back here again with a Zhong. It's just not happening. I did it once just to show it can be done. And that'll be the end of it. It wouldn't be so bad if the freaking wind would just blow. Alright, and we're pretty much free. Thank God. We're 40 minutes into the video, and all I've done is just leave Mirage Mountain. Oh, dear. So, yeah, lesson learned. Do not go over there in this particular ship. Bad things will happen. Right. And at long last, we're out of here. Screenshot. Oh, you know what? Let's actually also use the square cell up here. Heck yeah. Alright, let's also go ahead and loosen this up so she can catch a bit more wind. Let's bring you back around over here. Let's do the same for you. All sails deployed. You don't get to see that very often. Love it. Absolutely love it. Alright, so how many miles do we go? 207 miles. The gyms are doing 2 days. Everything else is doing 8 days. I don't know if we're going to make it on time with the gyms, but we'll do our darndest, I suppose. Right. Perhaps I will actually make myself a bit of coffee. Wonder how fast we're going. Eight knots. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping she'd be a bit faster than that, but I suppose the wind is not blowing that hard at the moment. Alright, let's fill up our mug. We'll have a bit of coffee to help get us through the day. Actually, I'm doing some experimentation here. I doubt anything comes of this, but you won't know until you try. Yeah, why do you keep turning over here? There we go. Just keep that course. Right, I am actually going to step away from the computer for a split second and get a drink, and I'll be with you guys back in a moment. Sorry about that. I needed some water. Can't help but notice that the wind is actually kind of shifting here. For the time being, we can continue using the square sails. All right, now we're going a little too far in that direction. As a matter of fact, tell you what. I don't know what I'm doing there. That's the wrong thing. Let's pull you in. That way there's at least some sort of resistance against these up here. Okay, for the time being, we are looking good for the square sails. I don't know if I'm going to keep those whenever I get back to Gold Rock City. I might actually swap them out for more of these things that I'm looking at right here. The sails I can never remember the name of for some reason. I don't know why. Lug sails, I think is what they're called. Apparently they're beloved by pretty much everybody just because they're so easy to use. And they can be used in just about every type of wind. Well, I suppose since there's not much going on, I might as well go ahead and have a smoke. I wonder how piping smokes compare to cigarettes. Like, are they better or are they worse? Or are they, like, the exact same thing? I don't know what it is, but there's just something that... I think this is something that... If I were in this position, this is something that I would actually do, even though I'm pretty anti-tobacco. Just because, like, I grew up around, you know, dippers, and I've constantly worked with smokers. I mean, I'm not going to judge you if you smoke. It's just not something that I would personally do. But in a situation like this, I don't know. It just kind of seems right to me. You know, like, one smoke a day you probably wouldn't do too much, or just... If you did it constantly, yeah, it'd probably become a problem. But if you just did it, like, once a day, it's like smoking while just kind of enjoying the sunset or something. Might not be too bad of a thing. Or smoke while you're just, like, sitting out on the porch, watching the rain fall, or something like that. Oh, we're starting to turn a little bit this way now. Let's climb up into the crow's nest and just have a little look-see around, see if there's anything that pops out at us. Well, you can just barely see Mirage Mountain in the distance now. I don't see anything. Those sails are really going to obstruct a lot of my view, aren't they? Oh, well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to have them anyway. I'll probably lose them whenever we get back to Gold Rock City in favor of the... I just said it, like, not that long ago. You know the sails I'm talking about, these things right here. I'll probably just go back to having 4 masts of these things. What's annoying is, like, the word is, like, right on the tip of my tongue, and I can't say it. But the cool thing is, Mirage Mountain is now out of the way. I have done it in the Jong. No need to go back there for this entire playthrough. Unless there's like a very specific... It got very hazy all of a sudden. Yeah, no real reason to go back to Mirage Mountain unless there is a specific cargo that is paying extremely well. Right, so this fog has started rolling in. Something I personally like to do whenever we're in this situation is I actually like to roll up the square sails. Just because you never know which direction the wind is going to start blowing from again. If you have your square sails down, there's a very good chance that they'll just catch the wind if it's blowing in your face, and you'll go back several minutes worth before you realize what's happening. The most annoying time that this can happen is actually whenever you're sleeping, and then the wind shifts to blow directly in your face, and you lift your square sails down. Those square sails will actually catch the wind and push you back. So you might actually lose an entire day's journey by keeping these things down. It's one reason I prefer the gaff sails and junk sails and these types of sails. Because if the wind starts blowing from that direction, directly from my bow, these types of sails will actually just like go into a neutral position. They won't catch the wind at all. So whatever progress you lose will just be the wind pushing you back, and just by you know, like catching your hull and pushing you back instead of catching massive sails that'll push you back an entire day's worth before you wake up again. Right, well, the wind is pretty much gone at the moment, so I think I might see you guys again whenever the wind actually picks up. Because it could be a while. Alright, I think this is the first official storm we've actually been in this thing. Time to see how she handles. Come down here and just make sure nothing's flooding. Yeah, these are due tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually kind of surprised that there wasn't a lot of trade goods I could take with me back to Gold Rock City from Mirage Mountain. Oh yeah, there's a storm over there. I think let's go ahead and release these. You know, she actually handles pretty well in the storms. I seriously love this thing. This thing might be my favorite ship in the entire game. I'm hoping I can make it there before I have to go to bed. It's already past 9:20. Oh yeah, there's Gold Rock City just right up there. I think we should be fine. As a matter of fact, I think I can actually just go ahead and release this. The wind holds, we should get there pretty quick-like. Yeah, there we go. I kind of feel like that storm is getting a bit closer. Yeah, I kind of think it's coming back for us. Either that or we're going so fast we're actually catching up with the storm itself. Oh yeah, we're closing on Gold Rock City. Alarmingly fast here. I'm trying to pull this back around. There we go. Stepping here for a minute just to get out of the rain. Eat this. Yeah, just keep this heading. The storm is going in front of us. Just keep heading west by northwest, and we should see Gold Rock City sooner rather than later. As we go into the storm, or as it gets swallowed up by the storm, which either way. I think the storm is in fact outrunning us, but it's definitely going... It was going that way, but then it decided to start going this way. I don't know if I've ever seen a storm do that before. Usually they just like pick a direction and go in that direction. Unless maybe it was actually going... Very possible that it was actually going this way the entire time. I just kind of first saw it at a weird angle. Yeah, I don't think I really need this down anymore. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if it's really doing that much good. Yeah, the storm is definitely getting way ahead of me. There's no doubt about that. How are you doing, by the way? Yeah, you're getting some water in you. Oh, and just like that, the rain... Oh, never mind. Do the sails partially block the rain coming in? Or is that just my imagination? I think it's just my imagination. At first I thought the sail was actually providing a bit of cover from the rain. Interesting. If that storm would like to dissipate, that it would definitely be a welcome change. That way I can actually see where I'm going. Ah, there it is. Just starting to kind of peek out of the storm. Or I thought I saw it. Hmm. I know you're out there somewhere, Gold Rock City. I just can't see you. Uh-oh. And then all of a sudden the wind decides to just die. Which is not what I really need at the moment. I'm kind of pressed for time, both in-game and in real life. Well, once again, I guess I'll see you guys whenever the wind picks up again. Actually, it turns out it wasn't that long. The wind did start blowing from an angle I couldn't really use the square sails, so we're relying on the gaff sails now, but that's fine. Again, I'm doing this. I keep going to the wrong winch over here. And that storm is still blocking the view of Gold Rock City. The storm is lasting forever. Oh, let me guess. All of a sudden the wind is going to die down again. Whenever it was going so good. You guys are cursed. Calling it right now, you guys are cursed. It was fine until I started recording again. Yo, what is up with the storm? It keeps changing directions. That is still the same storm. Now it's going back that way. How bizarre. Alright, I'm actually going to go to sleep. I'll tell you what, maybe what I'll do is I'll actually raise up the 2 actual gaff sails. It takes a long time to reel these things up. But yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep and I'll see you guys whenever I wake up. Well, the storm has finally cleared off. Finally dissipated, and I slept the entire way, and we're still not into Gold Rock City yet. Just turn that on. Let's go and lower down the gaff sails again. Alright, let's go down and get some breakfast. If I can remember the layout of my own boat. Right, let's see here. I think we'll have an orange. And then Close that. Oh. Free water. What do you know? This feels like it's taking forever, I'm not gonna lie. Or is this because I'm actually, like, getting close to having to go to bed here? It's 9:51 as I'm recording this. Oh, the sun's finally coming up. Tell you what, I'll catch another few minutes of shut-eye, just to get us a little bit closer. The gyms are due... Yes, they're due today. Okay. I think we're just gonna make it. What is that? I think that's a fire in the marketplace. Yeah, I think it's the guy that serves lamb. Welcome back to Gold Rock City, everybody. I'm gonna head straight for the dockyard. Provided, of course, that we can actually get there with the wind blowing from there. Okay, no, I'm not bottomed out. I'm just moving very slowly. You know, we should be able to turn in here. The wind's not blowing quite from that direction. I haven't really talked that much this episode, have I? I mean, I have talked, but not as much as I usually do, I don't feel like. Oh well. And I'm just trying to focus on what I'm doing here. That's something that a lot of people will tell you to do is whenever you're trying to run a YouTube channel, just talk as much as you can just to try and keep people's interest. That is getting a little close. Hmm. Let's run over here and grab the wheelbarrow. Part, whatever it is. Same thing at the end of the day, I suppose. Why am I jumping back onto the bridge? That's not where I need to go. Gems. Sulfur. Alright. Sulfur, deliver all, deliver all, deliver, and deliver. Okay. Oasis. Not going back to Mirage Mountain. No, sir. No, thank you. That's going back to Mirage Mountain, or, not, to Alchemist Island. You know, I'm honestly debating if maybe I should take the missions that are going back to Fort Astron. That way we can try and boost our reputation enough that we'll actually be able to unlock the Dragon Cliffs. Plus, at bare minimum, we'll at least be able to do a another long ocean voyage. You know, honestly, along the way, I could stop at Oasis. Yeah, I think next time we'll actually take a bunch of missions back down to Fort Astron. But before I do anything else, though, I do want to go back and reconfigure the sails a bit. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, get rid of these. Refund those. Refund those. Alright, so yeah, I'm going back with this loadout again. I just think this looks the absolute best. If I'm going to be honest, I very much prefer the look of this to most other things. And while these sails are not the fastest, they are champions for going upwind. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and stick with these. And I'm going to change to white sails, because white sails do look pretty freaking swish, if I do say so myself. Right, tell you what. I'll actually just go ahead and drop anchor. And we'll start loading up a bit of cargo. Alright, so we're going to be going back to Astron. And we will be stopping by Oasis, so... see if we can find anything that's worth a decent amount on Oasis. Coffee is okay. Ooh, salt. But I can barely afford it. And salt will get a much better profit at Fort Astron. $995. Okay. I wouldn't mind taking gold with me, but I can't afford gold. What about coffee? Spices, silk. Grain, cheese, oranges, bananas. I think I'll take the salt. I'm not going to be able to afford much of anything else, but I'll take it. Right, so let's take the gold. We'll take the silk. Take the spices. Let's take the goods to Oasis as well. And we'll take the mail to Fort Astron, and that's all the missions I can take. Yay. Let's come back over here. Spice is doing 61 days. Ah, that's annoying. Might have to just accept the fact that these are going up front. As a matter of fact. There we go. Silk. Gold. Honestly, it should probably have the gold more towards the rear. Still plenty of spices, though. Mail. Salt. And more silk. Come on. There we go. Salt. And finally the last of the goods. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be where I call it a video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to see more content from me, consider subscribing for future videos. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, God bless, take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, this is your captain, signing out.